Looks like another active weather situation setting up for Sunday and Sunday night around the state of Alabama. This time, most of it is from Birmingham southward, the northern half of the state, Birmingham, Cullman, up toward Haleyville, Hamilton, and of course Huntsville, Decatur, the Shoals area. Not much of a threat from this particular round of thunderstorms. Large hail, strong wind gusts, and although a threat of a tornado is not as high as it was on Friday night, there's still a risk that we could deal with some storms that rotate and potentially producing a tornado. What you see in front of you, these are how we see the threats. Damaging wind and tornado on the lower end, but not zero. Don't be shocked if there's a tornado watch or a tornado warning. Flash flooding is getting to be a little bit more of a concern, especially between Birmingham and Montgomery, and then large hail could fall out of some of these storms too. So here's the main reason that we have the severe weather threat. It's not a big storm system. It's just a warm front, a surge of moisture that comes northward through Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening. And right along the boundary, right in here, from Birmingham southwest through Tuscaloosa County, Greene County, Hale County, and then points south of there where that front has been drifting northward through the day, that's where we have convergence. Air masses bumping up against each other, the wind shifting a little bit, causing wind shear, and that alone often is enough to start dealing with severe thunderstorms. And the more you can add wind shear and changing wind to the picture, the more intense those thunderstorms can get. Here's the outlook from the Storm Prediction Center. This is the day 2. Now, this will change about 1 o'clock on Sunday morning, but this is the enhanced risk area, including the Demopolis community, Gallion, Forkland, Sprott and Marion, Plantersville, Selma, down toward Haneyville, Montgomery itself, Prattville, and over to Wetumpka. Southern Chilton County is in that, but I don't want you to be so worried about am I in the yellow or am I in the orange or am I in the green. Here's what you need to take away. If you are around Cullman, Hamilton, up into Marshall County, DeKalb County, this is not an issue for you. For communities around Gadsden to Jasper to Tuscaloosa, Birmingham through Shelby County, Talladega County, this is a limited chance, and you can almost call it a conditional kind of threat. And what I mean by conditional is if thunderstorms are happening, then they could be severe. But there's some question as to just how many thunderstorms can occur in this zone that we're highlighting here across the central part of the state. So Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Anniston, bit of a toss-up. If we get down to Sylacauga, southern Shelby County, Chilton County, into Greene and Hale counties, and south of there, down into the central and deep south part of the state of Alabama, I think it could be a bit more significant. So here are the impacts. I think the greatest threat of a strong wind gust or a storm that produces large hail in the morning would be probably south of Tuscaloosa, Columbiana, Ashland, and Talladega. Probably going to be Chilton County, Bibb County, Perry County, Coosa County, and south of there. But we have, since the last update, added a few of these counties back into the mix for the threat of at least a strong storm or two, as well as some localized flash flooding. That could occur early Sunday morning. Sunday afternoon, we'll add Jefferson, St. Clair, Calhoun, and Cleburne counties to the mix for the threat of a few severe weather instances. From about 3 p.m. to midnight, locally heavy rain, gusty winds, some hail is possible, and the farther south you are, especially from Alabaster and Sylacauga southward, that's obviously where the greater risk of any sort of significant hail is going to come from this particular set of storms. So let's look at the HRRR model. Watch how this is going to play out for us here over the next 24 hours. 7 o'clock Sunday morning, there we see our clusters of storms that are tracking across east central Alabama and then some from around Tuscaloosa south. And look at that really intense one there, and these that are coming out of Greene County into Perry County. Some of these may have some really large hail with them, as well as a lot of lightning. Our attention shifts more to the southeast, Shelby County, Chilton, down into the Montgomery area, Wetumpka, over into Alexander City, Auburn, Smith Station, Wedowee. Some of these storms still pretty heavy, even through 10 a.m. So it may be kind of a tough go going to church tomorrow with all the heavy downpours around south of Birmingham. But no excuse north of Birmingham, by the way. In town by 2 p.m., we get a little break. The clouds will probably keep temperatures in the lower 70s in this area, but some mid to upper 70s are possible up here around Cullman and Jasper and Hamilton. So we'll have this natural temperature boundary that develops right across the middle of the state, just like we had on Friday over parts of Mississippi, where some of those extreme storms were able to develop. And because of that, because I think we're going to wind up with a boundary right in this area here, drew that upside down, but you get the idea. It is concerning when we start dealing with thunderstorms that develop on boundaries like that. And as they cross the boundary, sometimes they can go into rotation and produce tornadoes. So we're going to be on the lookout for that. The other issue, heavy rainfall. The greatest threat of flash flooding is going to be across the central and southern part of the state. The WPC, the Weather Prediction Center, has posted a new outlook for much of this area that I've drawn in where some flooding is possible. And I'm qualifying it this way. We're looking at about 1 to 2 inches of rain, yes. Some are going to get a lot more than that, but it will occur in very, very narrow streaks, just a few miles wide. So being able to nail down, well, is that Shelby? Is it Chilton? Is it Bibb? Is it Perry? Is it Marengo or Wilcox? Don't know yet. Just know that in this area, from Tuscaloosa to about Hoover to near Talladega southward, down to Montgomery, into Lowndes County, Dallas County, Marengo County, and I would say especially around the Clanton area. Clanton just stands out to me. I think Chilton County is going to get a lot of rain on Sunday and Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening. Overnight, it actually looks pretty good. We'll be in the upper 50s early in the morning, some scattered thunderstorms, mainly south of Birmingham. More storms are developing tomorrow afternoon. That's why it's an impact day. Monday, we get some morning showers. We're drier Monday afternoon. Tuesday, some more spotty showers. Wednesday's really the only day this week that I can say, yeah, circle that day. That's going to be a decent day. High close to 70, chilly in the morning. Thursday, more showers. Friday's our next impact day, and we could end up with some severe thunderstorms there as well. So no rest for the weary this time of year.